values clarification handout, and that was part of what I wanted to go over with you today. I wanted to hear about your values and just talk to you a little bit more about that. Do you want to tell me what some of your top 5 values are?
Yes, my top value is family happiness.
That's number 1?
That's number 1 to me, especially now. I usually do this values clarification sheet like every 2 to 3 months, just to see if anything changed. And every time it has changed.
So right now, family values is the most important thing to you, family happiness.
Yes, it's the most important because it's a little lacking. So I know that that's something that is very important to me.
Okay. Would you like to talk more about that?
Yeah, I can just pretty much say that my family hasn't been on one accord. So like I feel like if we all just can follow an even middle, which I know everybody doesn't really follow that track, so I think for my part, because I can't change anybody, is to be more present and just listen and understand my family members and be able to voice what I feel as far as how important family happiness is to me.
Because even though it's important to you, maybe they don't know it's important to you. Is that what you're saying? Yes.
Yeah.
And you want them to know.
And I want them to know how important it is to me, especially now. And I do this, like I said, every 2 to 3 months just to see where I am. And these definitely are different from what I usually do.
Okay.
And then the second one I said is religion. It was number 1 at first, but somehow with a big situation that happened in my family, you kind of lose sight of your faith a little bit, which is normal, and not a lot of people, in my church home, it just seems like, oh, you lost touch with God. Oh my gosh, you're the devil. You know, and it's kind of like, well, we all face those challenges every day. We're not perfect, you know. And I feel like my faith is still there, but it's, you know, as long as it's still there, that's all that matters.
Right. So right now, it really is important to you to put the family values first. And religion is still very important to you. But you feel like maybe you're losing faith a little bit.
Yeah, I lost faith, and so I'm not afraid to say it, you know, and once you say it in a group of people that don't really feel like that.
Because you know that other people experience it too.
Yeah,
so you know it's
that.
normal.
I know that it's
sometimes
normal.
it's not something that people talk about.
Yeah, well,
especially in the church.
Yeah, it's like a shock to them when you say something like that. And it's like, well, we all go through things where we're just not sure, and I still have a little bit. I'm not saying that I'm off track, you know, I still have a little bit to go on, and the little bit that I do have are the positive things in my life that I look at, like, okay, well, I'm not in this situation, so I'm thankful, and you know, I still have faith to keep going on, but sometimes you feel as though, where is God? When, you know?
And it sounds like right now you're at a place of acceptance about that also.
Yes.
It's okay with you. And you know that it's going to change because that's been your experience.
Yes.
You've done numerous values clarification handouts, and every time they're different, so you know that it's going to change.
Yeah.
And you accept that.
I've accepted that. At first I was like, whoa, I think I was focused too much on the first time I did it. Then the second time that I did it, I did 5 of these total. So the second time that I did it, I was so focused on, what did I write that last time, you know?
Yeah.
So when I just went ahead and flaked that out, and I just went and compared, and I was like, oh wow.
I really applaud you for being open-minded enough to realize that where you are now is not necessarily where you are. That you don't have to always have it be the same.
And that's what I felt wasn't, at first I was like, that not normal, you know? But I notice people go through things every day. I go through things in life. Things are going to change. Things do not stay the same. You know, you may be here, you're going to go there, you're going to go over there. Not necessarily saying you're going to fall down, but your view on life changes the more experience, the more life every day.
Yeah.
Every day your eyes, well, to me, my eyes have gotten broader and broader and broader. So
Right.
I don't limit myself to change anymore. I just kind of fill it out, and then with SE, I'm like, okay,
All right.
that's cool. So
Uh-huh.
I'll focus more on that than all the necessary stuff in my life.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel that there are some parts of your life where you'd like to be more in line with your values, or do you feel like you're really on target with them?
I mentioned before that it was kind of like out of place for me, because when I did this one in particular, as I stated that there were the other three were important to me, but I haven't focused on it. So I'm like, okay, it's important to me. So I lost track of that. And the other three, number 3 was health.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 is inner harmony, and number 5 is security.
Inner harmony, health, and security
Yes.
are the other 3.
Mhm.
And the top 2 are family, happiness, and
And
religion.
religion.
Okay. And the three other ones, inner harmony, let me see if I can remember them. Inner harmony, health, and what was the other one?
Security.
Security.
Yeah.
Inner harmony, health, and security.
Yeah.
You feel like you're not really paying as much attention to them as you would.
Yeah, because when I saw it, I was like, okay, yeah, that's one, and that's one.
Mm-hmm.
But
Is it because a lot of your time is being taken with the first 2, or?
a lot of my time is being taken with number 1 especially. And I learned about the different way of looking at self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been definitely esteeming others. So I've had less time to have some inner harmony.
Oh, yeah. Right. The family has been so much coming first that you have sort of taken a backseat.
Yes.
You're not even on, are you on the schedule at all? Meaning of time in a day dedicated? Is most of it going to your family?
Most of it goes to everything else but me.
Okay.
And like,
And
I
it's
don't
going to
even
be hard to achieve inner harmony
Yeah.
if you're always running around taking care of
Yeah.
everybody.
And I feel like inner harmony first comes with sleep. I haven't been able to sleep
Right.
lately. But
Yeah.
I think that's the first step. But I just like, oh my gosh, I'm just overwhelmed. But I would like to gain that back, inner harmony.
Okay.
Because when I was, 18, I was just so like free-spirited, open-minded. I was living life, now that I look at it, as a fairy tale. And so I got knocked to reality, and the reality said, this is not a fairy tale. Get on board.
Okay.
And so I felt like, oh, this is not about you. This is about everyone else.
So something dramatic happened
Yeah.
that kind of shocked you out of that fairy tale life and into a take care of everyone else thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. And then the shock just keeps continuing.
Okay, well, I really enjoyed having the time to be able to sit down and talk to you about your values. I hope that it's been helpful to you. And in the future, if I can support you in any way in helping some of those other values get a little bit more attention, we can talk about that next time.
Thank you for
Okay,
listening.
all right, you're welcome.